G'day YouTube, welcome to GJBricks. I'm Greg. Now today I'm going to show you how to make these cargo containers. Now you may remember I showed you these a couple of weeks back when I was doing, I did a mock or a series of MOCs for cargo to go around my train tracks into my cargo depot and on my boats when I eventually put the boats in the city. They were modelled off the 60052 train cargo, which had a width of 6 and a depth of 8. So these are 6 by 16. The reason being that way it makes them, I wanted to try and make it kind of standard size. I've actually since realised that makes them compatible with the Maersk Train as well. It's the same size as those and they actually fit perfectly onto my cargo, the bigger cargo carriages I have, which I showed you in that original video, which is linked up here in the corner now. So what I'm going to do in this video is just show you how to make one of these, and I'm going to sort of, there's one bit where you can do it in a couple of ways, so I'm going to show you how I've done it with this one, purely because I had a parts issue. Some parts I couldn't get for some reason locally. It was very, anyway, I'm going to be replacing them. But yeah, lots to do with these hooks, basically. These hook pieces I couldn't get in the colours I wanted. I really wanted to do an orange one of these. Couldn't. Orange? Don't even bother. Anyway, I'm going to take this one apart and show you how to put it back together again. And eventually you'll get one of these. And they're all slightly different. You'll notice this one's got a smooth finish on it. This one's got a stud finish on it. I'm going to do a couple more in the future where I do rusty ones. I want to do an orange one. I'm going to look for some stickers to put on here as well. Whether it's like the LEGO cargo stickers or something like that. I'm not going to put Maersk ones on here because I'm hoping one day I will get hold of the Maersk Train, because I love that train and I can't believe I don't have it. But it's expensive, as you know, so I'm going to have a look out for that one. If I can get it at some point, I will. Let's get into making this. Here's a view of all the parts I've used for this set. So you can see this is all linked in the footer down below as an XML file you can download, and you can just change the colour to whatever one you want. It's just a standard colour scheme. Now I will say, let's go back to the live view here. There's a couple of things you can do to change. So you'll notice I've got these 6 1x1s here and a couple of these. You can actually muck around with how you do these. I've just used this because it's what I had, but if you've got a few more of these 1x1s, you can actually change the layering a bit, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute and what I mean by that. Another thing you can do as well is I've used these brackets because it's what the store I ordered from had, but if you look at this one here, you can actually see how it's a different style of bracket that looks, slightly better, and it means you can give each one a little bit of a different character as well, which I really like. So you can use the different styles, you can do different things to change how the hinges are done. I'm going to make this yellow one smooth as well instead of these studs. So, it's the kind of thing you can use as a foundation and muck around with it and do what you want. I'm going to do a couple of other ones of these where I put some cooling units on the back perhaps, or do some other decorations, change the way the bricks are done on this to use something with some texture, things like that. So let's start off with an easy piece and put the door together. So we'll take one of these 2x6s and then we'll put these 6 hinges on there, and then we'll put one of these smooth plates on. Now to do the actual mechanism on the door, we'll put these clips on, and then just one of these. Now I've used these again. Nice thing with this is you can do different styles, and like you see in the grey one here, I used just a simple straight piece for one of those bars just to make it a bit different, and it's meant to represent those bars that you see on trucks that come across and they clip down. That's what it's meant to look like, and you can go a bit further and add a bit more detail to that if you want to. So there's our first door. Let's make the second door. Simple as those 3 clips and that on there, and like I said, you don't have to use this piece if you don't want to. I've just done it that way because I like it. And the good thing is both of these doors go together the same way because we're going to turn one of them 90 degrees, so they go together like that. Now you notice you have to just adjust the position of those slightly so they don't overlap, and there we go, there's our 2 doors ready to roll. Now the next thing we're going to do is put those to the side. Next up, I'm going to take 2 2x6s, 1 6x8, 1 6x6, 1 1x6 and 1 1x6 tile. So first of all, we shall put the 1x6 on the end here, so that we've got that lip, which we'll see why in a minute. Then we'll put the 6x8 there. On this end, we'll put the 1x6 tile on there. That's where our door's going to go. And then the 6x6, and there we have our base. Next up, take one of these 6 wide panels, and you can either put it on that way so that it's smooth on the outside, or you can do it that way around, whichever way you want. I'm going to do it this way because I think it's a little bit more interesting, and that's what I meant about you can change the way you build up these edges. I've just used these big plates because they're easy. Now we're going to take one of these 1x6, I think they're 6, high bricks, put them there, another 6x6 there, another 6x6 there. So we're starting to build out the structure of the panel. Now I'm just going to take one of these 6x6s here, just because I'm one of those people who likes things to sort of stay sturdy as I build. So there we go. So as I just push that together, you start to see we've got the back of a box. Next up, we'll take another 6x6 and another 6x6, and again I am going to first of all put the base on. So there you go, you see how that goes together, and then I'm going to put this 6x4 on the top here, just again because I like things to be strong while I build. I don't like things flapping around. So there's most of our box put together. Next, we'll put that to the side. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the hinges for the doors. So we'll take 3 of these and 3 of these 1x1s and 1 of these bricks, and this is where it takes a little bit of deciding how you want to do it, and you can see how they kind of sit height wise on the hinges there. So we'll take one of these 1x6s first, and that's going to make it a good height for that, you see. So we want it to sit flush against the bottom there. Let's just line that up so you can see what I mean, and that's how it's going to sit. So that's where that hinge is going to sit in this one. Now, as I said, you can use 1x1s to actually space this a bit better. I've done it this way because this was the parts I had, unfortunately. I would like to have had more 1x1s, and I will be replacing these, but you can start to see that builds up nicely. Then we do another 1x1 here. Now we've got to decide, are we doing a hinge or are we going to do another one? We will do that because it makes it nice and even. Oh, there we go. Let's put it together properly. There is our hinge joined together. So that will sit there. Now it sits slightly up, as I said, because I would like more of those 1x1s, but anyway, I'll do them in a future order. So now let's make another one of those. Just literally exactly the same thing. So 1x1, put a hinge, 1x1 brick, hinge. By the way, look at the variation on these. I bought these from one store who has old bricks. You can see they're not in the best condition, I won't lie. I'm not overly happy with how used these bricks were, but the different style, that one's got the hole in it. It is genuine Lego. I don't know why some are hollow like this and some are fixed like that, but it does actually say Lego in there, so it is genuine. It's just strange. I will one day look into why they're that different. I think it's just because of, oh, dropped the piece. I think that's just sometimes they're older. So there we go, 1x1, there's our hinge. There we go, so now we've got 2 hinges there. So let's go ahead and put them on here. And you want them out that way. And then we'll put this one on here. And then we have our 2 hinges. Now we'll take our other 6x6 plate, put it on there. And there we have that. Let's just tidy up here because, you know, we like things to be nice and square and tidy. Just think it makes things look a little bit better if they are. And then we'll put these 2x2 modified tiles on the top here. This is what connects them all together. So 4 of those. And then around the front, just clip your door in. There's a nice flush finish there. And we'll put the other one on. And now pushing these together, you are cheating slightly because they are slightly too big, but there's enough play in the Lego to go boom, and there we go. It is together. And that is how you make these 6x16 cargo containers. I hope you enjoyed watching that. Just for a bit of fun, going to show you it being taken apart now. Ready for this? So there you have it. That is how you make this little fella here. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments if you've got any questions or anything you'd like to know about this or suggestions to improve it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. As you can see, they open up. They do function as cargo. You can put things in there if you really want to. They close back up again. And they stack really well as well because they've got those studs on the top, like I said when I was putting it together. So yeah, there we go. They stack solid, not going to come apart. Luckily that didn't come apart. Don't forget to give this video a like and let YouTube know you've enjoyed it, or a dislike if you thought it was rubbish. I hope not. If you thought it was rubbish, tell me in the comments why. I want to know. And if you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe. I do post regularly. I do things like this. I do train stuff, city stuff, everything Lego. I love Lego. And don't forget to check out the BrickTubers network. I'm a member of it, and all the other channels that are in that group are linked down below in the description. They're fantastic builders who do some of the most creative work I've seen. I'm proud to call them all my friends. So check them out, and we will be releasing some new content very soon. Anyway, here's a couple more videos I think you'll enjoy. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again very soon.